Well, everyone, the Samsung Galaxy S25 has just came out, and this is without a doubt one of the most beautiful phones you can buy. It's a very good phone, it looks perfect. So I'll go and give you a breakdown on exactly how to use this particular phone for the most part. Now, number one of the biggest things I always say is that if you do have a phone like this, the first thing I'd recommend doing is putting some sort of screen protector on your phone and putting some sort of case on your phone. They don't have to be the most expensive case, they don't have to be the most expensive screen protector, but that is without a doubt one of the most important things to kind of keep in mind here. So if I were you, throw one of those on your phone, and that's probably going to protect it to when in case you do throw your phone or you drop it, at least it'll be protected at that point. So starting off with that, when we go and take a look at the outside of our particular device, you can see that for the most part, it still looks and feels like a very good phone. So you're getting your hole punch display in the top. So this is a camera right at the very top portion, right up here. You're getting your bezel a little bit, but this is all display. On the left side, you're not really getting anything crazy. You're just getting your antenna band right at the top left, right up there. On the top side, just getting some microphone holes right up there. On the bottom, you're getting your SIM card tray tool, which is right there, as well as your USB Type-C port. So those are two different things that you're basically getting at that point. So you can, insert a SIM card here. You can just grab that SIM card eject tool, put it there, and you'll be able to take that out at that point. Then you have this little speaker grill at the bottom right. On the bottom side, you're getting your power button right here, which is very, very nice. And you're getting your volume up and your volume down buttons. So you're basically getting that type of capability right there, which in and of itself is a very cool thing. On the back side, you're getting your triple camera setup in the top left, which again is a very nice thing to have. And then you're getting wireless charging, reverse wireless charging, IP certification, your flash LED light here. So there is still a lot of really cool stuff inside of this phone that makes this phone feel and look really cool from that side. So that kind of covers it up there on the outside. Now turning your phone on, there's a couple of different ways to do it. So you can either double tap on the front display to turn it on like this, or you can click on the power button that's on the side right over here. Now as soon as you power it on, it will almost always come into your lock screen. So within the lock screen, you can go through and modify a couple of things. So for one, at the top left, you'll basically have your SIM card, cell phone provider information. In the top right, you'll have your battery icon. In the center and throughout your display, you basically get your, like text, your like lock screen text, some other information here too. In the bottom, you'll get your toggles. So you'll be able to get your phone toggle, your camera toggles, but the coolest thing about your lock screen is that you can actually go through and you can modify this lock screen. So you can go through and you can actually hold down on the lock screen like this, and you can go ahead and start modifying a lot of stuff within this screen. So you can go through, if you want to, you can go through and change your wallpaper background. You can go ahead and actually add widgets on your main display like here. If you want to add a battery widget, what battery percentage you have and all those things, you can go and add them right there, which is really cool. And you can also even change your text and your information up here too. So you can go through and make these bigger or smaller. You can, change your text out. You have this type of option here too, which is really awesome. So you can kind of go through here, modify a lot of these options here, modify your text and your colors and all those things. So you can go through here, modify those things as well, which I think is really cool. And at the bottom, you can go through and change out all these things there as well, which I think is really awesome. So I would recommend modifying and changing all these things because it is actually a really cool thing that you can basically do. So clicking on the done button in the top right corner, what you can also do here is you can basically just swipe up. So this is also something that's actually very cool. So this is your home screen. So whenever you go ahead and come back home, you will always come back into this page. So if you ever, look at the very top, you'll have your time in the top left, your battery icon, all this stuff here. You'll also have your widgets right here as well. So this is something that's actually pretty cool. You have all your widgets, you have your, app icons and all these things at the bottom too. Like you have your dock at the bottom, you have your, this dock will always stay consistent. And if you swipe up, you'll come into all the applications you have inside of your, inside of your phone. Now, if you want to bring one of these applications here onto your home screen, you can do that by just holding down on an application like this, moving it around, dragging it to the very top, dragging it to the side, and dropping it wherever you want to. You can also do that with these widgets as well. You can move a widget up and down. You can move it wherever you want to as well. And that is another advantage that you have there too. So you have a few different ways of kind of going through and kind of modifying some of this stuff. So that is in and of itself a really cool thing that you'll have the opportunity and the option of doing there too. So you can kind of go through and kind of just see, okay, like these are my apps, these are all the apps I have. And then you have a search bar at the bottom if you want to search for a specific app. And then you can also go through and kind of modify and move all these applications around here too, which I think is actually something that's really, really cool from this particular situation as well. Now, on top of that, if you swipe down from the top left corner right up here, you'll come into your notification drawer. So these are going to be all the notifications you're going to have inside of your particular, inside of your Galaxy S25. So if you get a call, if you get a text message, anything like that, that will basically come inside of this particular page. Now, if you want to go and get into your quick toggles, your quick settings toggles, you can go ahead and swipe down from the top right corner. The top right corner right there. When you do that, you will start to see these particular toggles come up. These are your quick settings. You're going to have the options of basically going through and modifying your Wi-Fi settings, your Bluetooth settings. You're going to have the options of changing out, your brightness and all these other things too. So I think those are kind of the big things to keep in mind here as well. So you can go through and you can modify all these things. So I think that in and of itself is another really big thing to keep in mind there. So go through, you can modify these things, you can modify your sound toggles in your settings like this too. So that's kind of what it is. Even with playing music in your nearby devices, like all this stuff will be here. So you can kind of go through and modify all those settings and all those options when it comes down to it from that side as well. Now, on top of those things, if you ever want to download an application, you can always open up your Google Play Store. You can search for an application and download it there. But if you ever want to come back home, you can always click on this home button that's right down here. So that home button is going to allow you to come back home. Same thing with any other application you go into. Open up an app, click on home, and you'll come right into home when it comes down to it. Now, if you want to see all your recent applications, right, like your recent apps and all those other recent things, this is the same button you can use here. So you can tap onto here and you can see all those other recent applications that you've seen. So go through there, kind of modify all your, kind of see all those different other toggles and those applications that you see from there. And that is another option that you basically have there as well. So go through there, kind of modify, you can kind of scroll through and see all those types of, applications you see there. And if you actually want to, you can swipe out of an application, you can close all applications. So you do have that option there too. And then this last button is this back button. So if you ever want to go inside an application or whatever, you can click on this back button right there and it will take you back. So if you keep clicking back enough, it'll take you back to your home screen. And that is an option that you basically have there as well. Now, those are kind of the main things that you can do on your Samsung Galaxy S25. There's another really big application I'd recommend you to get used to, and that is the settings application. This is what the settings app looks like. I'd recommend opening it up, and I would recommend you to get used to this application. If there's any specific thing that you're ever wanting to know about within your Galaxy S25, you can search for it here. You can see, keep my phone quiet for a while, make text bigger. These are sample commands you can make. So you can type them into here and you can kind of get an idea of where to find those settings at. Now, what I'd recommend doing is going through and swiping and scrolling through these particular toggles and just trying to understand all these toggles here, right? Like you can go through and you can swipe through and get on all these toggles, which I think is important. So I think that's a really cool thing to do. A really big toggle to get used to is software update. So click on software update, click up here, click on download and install. And I'd recommend going through and downloading and installing any updates that are currently available for your Samsung Galaxy S25, because there might already be some updates available. So just go through, try updating them. That might be a really easy way of going through and kind of, getting used to your Samsung Galaxy S25 from that point. The last thing I want to show you is the side button right here. So within the Galaxy S25, if you hold down on the power button, it actually will bring you into Google Gemini. So this is something that is now specific for the Galaxy S25s. We now have this type of capability. So now if you go through, you can hold down on the side button right here, and it will go ahead and open up Google Gemini, and it's already built in. So it's just like, ChatGPT almost built inside of your phone. So now you can use it, you can ask it questions, and it's a really, really cool little chatbot that you can use here. So that's basically how it works. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.